FEU Baby Tamaraos. At forward, number 5, Jedrick Daa. At guard, number 8, Dwayne Miranda. At center, number 15, VJ Pre. The other forward, number 23, Omar Gordon. In the other guard, number 24, Lian Salangsang. Their head coach is Alan Albano. Now check out the starters of your National University Bull Pops. At center, number 3, Collins Akowe. At guard, number 15, Sid Reroma. At forward, number 18, Elijah Yusi. The other guard, number 20, Prince Baraka. In the other forward, number 28, Gab Nepasena. Their head coach is Kevin De Castro. Officiating this volume, our crew chief, Edith Boticario. Umpire 1, John Cabiles. In Umpire 2, Renz Espenesin. And our commissioner for season
starting lineups for the Baby Tamaraos. Miranda is out there with Salangsang, Daa, Gordon, and Pre. Meanwhile, for the Bullpups, UC will start alongside Reroma, Baraka, Nepasena, and Akowe, who is taking the center helm here for the NU Bullpups. Boticario, Cabiles, and Espenesin will be our officiating crew, settling things down here for both of our squads. And here we go, first quarter action, game number 2 of our quadruple header today, a Final Four rematch between the FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraos and the NU Nazareth School Bullpups. Kobe Dayo here on the panel, joined by Coach Juanito Gregorio. And Coach, what do you expect now from these two teams, being a bit familiar with their lineups?
Well, you look at the lineups of these teams. These are guys that they're trying to prepare for the seniors program. So they'll be playing a lot of sets the way they play it in their college program. So you're going to be seeing physicality, you're going to be seeing systems, you're going to be seeing a lot of options on their offenses. So I'm sure for 2 Final Four teams to start it off this way, it's going to be very competitive.
And right on cue, we get an opening basket there for NU, courtesy of Collins Akowe.
Collins will be the tallest guy here, so I'm sure a lot of times they'll be going through the post to Akowe.
And going to be very valuable here for the Bullpups as the season progresses. And a shot on the inside is good there for Da as he gets FEU on the scoreboard.
Yeah, this is what I love about high school basketball. Their aggressiveness to start every ball game is already there. Wala nang tansyahan, no warm-ups. Everybody's just gonna start it off as strong as possible. As you see this post move by Collins right away. First play of the day. And look at this other play by Daa. 2-all start the game.
Now, Coach, how you mentioned earlier, you know, being a product of the juniors division of the UAAP, how many times have you played and then the coaches are saying, go right with energy straight from the gates?
Oh yeah, I know, every time in the juniors program, one thing very important is to start strong, because these are kids, these are high school players. You want to be able to get your rhythm as early as possible on your side, because it's going to be very hard to play comeback games when you are younger. And you see FEU right away trying to get that energy right away.
A three-pointer by Liam Salangsang is the first triple of the game, and FEU now up by 3. As we check out the replay here, Coach.
You know, that handoff is something that the seniors program has been able to utilize very well. And Salangsang being one of the better shooters, the son of a legendary Philippine shooter, Alan Salangsang. So looks like he got the genes from his father.
It runs in the blood. It runs in the blood. Meanwhile, on the other end, Nepasena is fouled, and he is now at the free throw line here for NU. And like we mentioned, this is a team that was denied a final spot last season. And they're definitely looking to head back into the finals.
It's going to be a struggle here for them. It's going to be an adjustment. No more MVP in Reinhard Humamoy this year. No more Colonia as well for them. So a lot of new guys that will be stepping up for NU.
And that guy as well, who just attempted the shot, UC, who now attempts another shot, and this time it's good as he lays it up and in.
Better known as a shooter, but this guy can also make attacks when needed. Good attack by UC there.
NU pushing down the pace. The Bullpops are running. 𝔂𝔂 goes all the way to the basket off of the sweet dime.
Beautiful early break set up by NU. One shooter to the corner. 𝔂𝔂 running his lane and gets it to the running big man through the middle.
Remora will get accredited for that assist. Shot missed there by FEU. And the Bullpops will bring it down. Remora using that screen, gets it here to Baraka. They go inside to 𝔂𝔂. Collins making his move. Spin no good, and FEU now with the rebound.
You know, they're giving that ball a lot to Collins on the post. He's taller, he's bigger, and this guy is only in grade 11. So 2 more playing years in the high school program for Collins. A lot of time for him to grow in his game.
And that's going to be a headache for any defender who tries to guard him. UC, meanwhile, handing it off of to his teammate. And NU now with a 5-point lead.
UC has been able to showcase his full game here. 1 drive, 1 assist, can also take it from the outside. A complete game for Elijah UC.
VJ Pre setting that screen. Pre finding Da in the corner. 3-pointer is good. And second 3.
One thing that's been working for FEU early on, that 3-point game. 1 from Salangsang, 1 from Da. These guys are ready whenever they're open.
The Bullpops losing the ball, manages to recover it, but loses it again. Now ball in the hands here of FEU. Miranda pulls up for the jumper. That's too strong. 𝔂𝔂 with the rebound for the Bullpops.
Very quick first quarter. We're having high scoring. We're only the first 4 minutes of the ball game. We already have 10-8.
Well, like you said, Coach, every time coaches are saying bring the energy,
Start
these
strong.
kids are bringing the energy already. A nice pass inside to 𝔂𝔂. Strong move, but couldn't get the basket.
Good adjustment by FEU. Quick double on 𝔂𝔂, not giving him any space to operate.
Miranda now with the ball. Gordon hands it off inside. Da posting up. Da spins, kicks it out, and a travel called. That time on Jedrick Da.
And I watch these guys, the second generation guys, and they actually get a lot of their moves the same way. You were saying it runs in the blood. Definitely runs in the blood. The game earlier, you saw Zave Espinas played good for Ateneo, the son of Gabby Espinas. Now Da, the son of Dennis Da, former PBA player as well. He had one of the better footworks in the Philippines, and now Da is showing that he can shoot it from the outside and also has good footwork on the down low.
I'm sure those mornings, those 6 a.m., 5 a.m. morning runs are very common for these kids.
And of course, they are gonna get how their dads played, of course.
Battle for scramble on the inside. It leads to a possession here for FEU. Miranda, with a behind-the-back pass.
Very good awareness coming from Miranda there. Saw his trailer, stayed active, got the defender, and then went for the pass.
Eyes at the back of his head to the cutting Mark Burgos, which ties this game at 10.
See this again. Stayed aware, got the defender's attention, went for that drop pass wide open. Is his teammate there. Beautiful assist coming from Miranda.
Well, Miranda has really been pushing the tempo here for FEU along with Da. NU trying to answer with some energy of their own.
Another second generation guy, Miller, the son of Willie Miller, will now be in the ball game. A lot of second generation talents here for FEU.
This is a league of the future here, Coach. And we're seeing it unfold right in front of our eyes. Da finds the open shooter. Burgos for 3. Too strong. VJ Pre grabs the rebound. Miller drives, puts it up, gets blocked. Recovered. Another block here for NU, courtesy of 𝔂𝔂. 3-pointer is offline for Da, and NU recovers the ball.
Good defense coming from NU in that last possession. Stayed active on every option on the offense of FEU.
Floater in the lane, no good there by NU, but a second chance opportunity.
Every individual playing today's ball game are going for those offensive rebounds. We've been talking about starting strong, and no better way to start strong than getting second chance opportunities.
Miller finds the open shooter. Three-pointer on the way. No good there by Kabigting. But FEU will retain possession.
Again, once again, FEU staying active on the offensive boards, tapping into their teammates. You look at this shot. Offensive player farthest from the basketball, stayed with the ball, kept his awareness, getting that offensive rebound. That's a good offensive rebound by Alfanta.
Far from the tallest player amongst that crowd as well, but was able to get it up and in. Akoe just grabbing that rebound off of every defender there. That leads to a foul, so NU will have possession.
It's only the first quarter, but he has been controlling the inside. Already 4 rebounds here for Collins Akoe, alongside 4 points.
NU with a 2-point lead. They throw it inside to Alfanta, and a foul is called. That'll mean free throws on the way for the Bullpups.
NU has been trying to maximize on that inside. They've been going to that low post. Alfanta might not be the tallest guy, but you look at the build of this guy. At the high school level, he already has that muscle and that strength to play on the low post. That is why he will be having a lot of post options for the NU Bullpups today.
Now, Coach, if you're FEU, what do you try to do here? You don't have the size advantage or the height advantage over NU. So what do you try to do? Set up and in.
Offensive rebounding has been to the strength of NU. A lot of second chance opportunities has been going their way here.
De Guzman gets it to Miller. Miller with a jump shot, gets it in, and cuts the lead down to 3.
Looks like these FEU guards are always ready to shoot whenever they see some space, either from a floater or a pull-up. And these guys are natural-born scorers.
NU going back inside to Akoe. Has 2 defenders on him. Akoe can get it to drop, but NU with an offensive rebound. Yusuf inside, that's stolen by FEU. FEU running, nice move, sweet drive to the basket there by Jiro Mecca.
Better defense coming from FEU here. They are closing down on the inside on that last play. 4 yellow shirts on the paint just to stop Collins Akoe.
And most importantly, they get a steal on the other end. Another possession here for the Baby Tamaraws. Mecca drive, looking for a foul, will not get it. And Akoe with the board. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. They go right back inside to Collins. Akoe making his move, ball is on the floor, and a jump ball is called.
That's one thing that FEU can do. Push out Collins Akoe as far as possible, make him dribble that basketball, make him put that ball on the floor, and try to take advantage of that ball as close to the floor as possible. You saw the double there coming from Miller. Now it works, and you forced to put Collins on the bench for the meantime.
Well, Collins will now take a seat here. Sit down with 6 points and 6 rebounds, Coach, earlier here in the first.
9 minutes of play for Collins, but already a double-double watch right away.
Some healthy scoring up and down the court here for NU as well. Alfanta is at the free throw line now, and he has 3 points to start things off.
Alfanta has been staying active on the offensive end, gets the ball on the post, also has been getting a few offensive rebounds, actually has 1 here, but that gave him a second chance opportunity.
5 points now for Mac Alfanta. three on the way for FEU, and that's good for EJ Herbito.
Outside game working for FEU terrifically here in the first quarter. That is the third made three for FEU.
They tie this ball game up at 17. Cartel can get that three to drop, and FEU with the rebound. A chance here to take the lead. They go inside to Miller. Miller with a reverse and stepping on the line. That's going to be NU's ball.
So one thing scary about FEU is that they can stretch the floor. Everybody is a threat from the outside. You see their big men actually setting screens from the outside, giving space to the inside. You see here 1-3 once again, and that is because of the space FEU is playing early on in this ballgame.
Well, FEU had a chance to take the lead, but they give it back here to NU. And they now have a chance to take the lead before the quarter ends. Drive to the lane is good, and that's exactly what they do, courtesy of Sid Roma. And that will be the buzzer, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So NU going on a run here and having a lead as big as 5, but FEU fighting back to keep it to within 2 as the first quarter ends. Break down what happened here in the first quarter, Coach.
Very exciting first quarter. A fast-paced, very physical first quarter from 2 expected Final Four teams. You see this guy, he's been controlling the inside. Already a double-double watch with 6 points and 6 rebounds. But one thing that's been keeping FEU alive, that outside game of theirs. 3 3-pointers made for FEU. So outside going the side of FEU, inside going the side of the Bullpups.
We'll see if the hot shooting continues here for the Baby Tamaraw. Second quarter coming up. Well, the fans are up and early here at the Amaranto Sports Complex as we have game number 2 now on our hands. Second quarter between the FEU Baby Tamaraws and the NU Bullpups. NU with a 2-point lead here, but FEU fighting all.
This ball game are going for those offensive rebounds. We've been talking about starting strong, and no better way to start strong than getting second chance opportunities.
Miller finds the open shooter. 3-pointer on the way. No good there by Kabigting. But FEU will retain possession.
Again, once again, FEU staying active on the offensive boards, tapping into their teammates. You look at this shot. Offensive player farthest from the basketball, stayed with the ball, kept his awareness, getting that offensive rebound. That's a good offensive rebound by Alfanta.
Far from the tallest player amongst that crowd as well, but was able to get it up and in. Akoe just grabbing that rebound off of every defender there. That leads to a foul, so NU will have possession.
It's only the first quarter, but he has been controlling the inside. Already 4 rebounds here for Collins Akoe, alongside 4 points.
NU with a 2-point lead. They throw it inside to Alfanta, and a foul is called. That'll mean free throws on the way for the Bullpups.
NU has been trying to maximize on that inside. They've been going to that low post. Alfanta might not be the tallest guy, but you look at the build of this guy. At the high school level, he already has that muscle and that strength to play on the low post. That is why he will be having a lot of post options for the NU Bullpups today.
Now, Coach, if you're FEU, what do you try to do here? You don't have the size advantage or the height advantage over NU. So what do you try to do? Sit up and in.
Offensive rebounding has been to the strength of NU. A lot of second chance opportunities has been going their way here.
De Guzman gets it to Miller. Miller with a jump shot, gets it in, and cuts the lead down to 3.
It's like these FEU guards are always ready to shoot whenever they see some space, either from a floater or a pull-up. And these guys are natural-born scorers.
NU going back inside to Okowe. Has 2 defenders on him. Okowe can't get it to drop, but NU with an offensive rebound. Yusuf inside, that's stolen by FEU. FEU running, nice move, sweet drive to the basket there by 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢.
Better defense coming from FEU here. They are closing down on the inside on that last play. 4 yellow shirts on the paint just to stop 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰.
And most importantly, they get a steal on the other end. Another possession here for the Baby Tamaraws. Mecca drive, looking for a foul, will not get it. And Okowe with the board. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. They go right back inside to Collins. Okowe making his move, ball is on the floor, and a jump ball is called.
That's one thing that FEU can do. Push out 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 as far as possible, make him dribble that basketball, make him put that ball on the floor, and try to take advantage of that ball as close to the floor as possible. You saw the double there coming from Miller. Now it works, and you forced to put Collins on the bench for the meantime.
Well, Collins will now take a seat here. Sit down with 6 points and 6 rebounds, coach, earlier here in the first.
9 minutes of play for Collins, but already a double-double watch right away.
Some healthy scoring up and down the court here for NU as well. Alfanta is at the free throw line now, and he has 3 points to start things off.
Alfanta has been staying active on the offensive end, gets the ball on the post, also has been getting a few offensive rebounds, actually has 1 here, but that gave him a second chance opportunity.
5 points now for Macmac Alfanta. 3 on the way for FEU, and that's good for EJ Herbito.
Outside game working for FEU terrifically here in the first quarter. That is the 3rd made 3 for FEU.
They tie this ball game up at 17. Cartel can get that 3 to drop, and FEU with the rebound. A chance here to take the lead. They go inside to Miller. Miller with a reverse and stepping on the line. That's going to be NU's ball.
So one thing scary about FEU is that they can stretch the floor. Everybody is a threat from the outside. You see their big men actually setting screens from the outside, giving space to the inside. You see here 1-3 once again, and that is because of the space FEU is playing early on in this ball game.
Well, FEU had a chance to take the lead, but they give it back here to NU. And they now have a chance to take the lead before the quarter ends. Drive to the lane is good, and that's exactly what they do, courtesy of Sid Reroma. And that will be the buzzer, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So NU going on a run here and having a lead as big as 5, but FEU fighting back to keep it to within 2 as the first quarter ends. Break down what happened here in the first quarter, coach.
Very exciting first quarter, a fast-paced, very physical first quarter from 2 expected Final Four teams. You see this guy, he's been controlling the inside, already a double-double watch with 6 points and 6 rebounds. But one thing that's been keeping FEU alive, that outside game of theirs. 3 3-pointers made for FEU. So outside going the side of FEU, inside going the side of the Bullpups.
We'll see if the hot shooting continues here for the Baby Tamaraws. Second quarter coming up. Well, the fans are up and early here at the Amaranto Sports Complex as we have game number 2 now on our hands. Second quarter between the FEU Baby Tamaraws and the NU Bullpups. NU with a 2-point lead here, but FEU fighting all the way back. And Turnover here by FEU. Possession here for NU. Nice shot and nice move on the inside by 𝔐𝔐𝔐 as he gets it in to drop.
𝔐𝔐𝔐 might not be one of the tallest guys, but he knows how to use that physical body of his. Second straight basket, utilizing that strong body. 4 points for 𝔐𝔐𝔐.
FEU looking to answer. No, sweet move, strong move to the basket there by 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰𝔫𝔫𝔦𝔱𝔥.
The one thing that FEU has been able to produce is a lot of versatility. Just recently, 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔬𝔫𝔦𝔱, you see him in the seniors coming from the FEU juniors program. Now these guys, VJ Pre and all the other guys, are showcasing their versatility here.
Very, very lengthy.
Yes.
FEU alumni, and it's obvious that it runs in this program. That's what they're looking for.
You know, even from our days before, they've always been able to find recruits who are long, who are athletic, and can move. And I don't know where FEU finds them, but it has always been working for them.
They're feeding these kids something there in Diliman as NU now going on a run here. And that shot is good by Alfanta.
You know, the running game has been going the side of NU. Another fast break opportunity for them there.
𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰 hands it off. Roberto, oh, nice pass inside, but it's picked off. Gordon flies on the floor. Miranda lets it loose. And NU with a rebound. NU with 12 rebounds now as a team here. 𝔐𝔐𝔐 kicks it out. Corner three on the way. That's in and out. 𝔐𝔐𝔐 with an offensive rebound and gets it in to go.
Beautiful dribble drive action by NU there. Very basic, very simple, yet very effective. Getting enough space. And the offensive rebound of 𝔐𝔐𝔐 will extend the lead to 6.
𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰 gets fouled on the reverse. And that's going to mean 2 free throws on the way here for FEU.
Look at this shot. Okay. Enough space for 𝔐𝔐𝔐 to get an offensive rebound. That's going to be an easy 2 for 𝔐𝔐𝔐.
Talk about the length and size of FEU. 𝔐𝔐𝔐 is not lacking in any length as well.
You know, I played my last playing year in the UAAP juniors around 10 years ago. I don't know what happened to the kids the last 10 years, what they've been eating, how much sleep they've been getting. The kids definitely are taller and stronger. And I can't remember the time how these kids got this big.
Well, Coach, it's been a while, so there has to be something in that training regimen that must have given them about 3-4 inches more than the previous generation.
But you know, it makes me so happy because we're not just looking at kids who's going to play at the collegiate level. We're looking at the future of Philippine basketball. And I'm sure 1 or 2 or even 4 or 5 of these guys are going to play for a national flag. And if we can get guys this long, then the future is bright for the Philippines.
No doubt. There's a lot of talent here in the juniors division. And NU with a 3-point lead here on FEU. And another turnover by the Baby Tamaraws as a foot on the line.
Look at how active these teams have been. 5 offensive rebounds for FEU in the first half. 8 offensive rebounds for NU. All of the teams really wanting that extra chances for them to be able to maybe get an edge and get extra buckets here.
And with the pace that we've seen, I'm shocked that this is slow in comparison to a juniors game, Coach.
These are 2 of the most physical teams that there will be in the juniors program, and that has been the culture of FEU and NU ever since from way before. And that is something they look at continuing. 2 of the programs that has continuation to their seniors program. So I'm sure they want to keep the culture here in the high school program.
And that's exactly why they have had that string of runs in the Final Four, championships as well. So this is a program that is not easy to be dealt with.
These are championship caliber teams.
VJ Pre gets the shooter's bounce on the inside and cuts the lead down to 1 for FEU.
One also of the bright futures for FEU, VJ Pre, a very long, versatile, athletic guy. Can play a lot of positions. plays defense and can shoot that mid-range with ease.
Meanwhile, Alfanta gets fouled on his way to the basket. That's going to be the first foul on him.
48 seconds on the shot clock.
So NU with possession, 14 on the shot clock. They pass it to Reroma. Reroma drives, has to kick it out, and gets his foot on the line, and that's going to be a turnover here for NU. The teams have been getting caught in that baseline, Coach, a couple of times now.
You know, one thing about these two teams, they've always had good coaches who adjust right away. Coach Alan, of course, a champion coach. Of course, also for NU, everybody in this coaching staff are also very capable of adjusting. That's why we've been having a good up and down battle, and we are only in the first half.
And a tight game so far as well. Only a 1-point lead for the Bullpups. Akoe hands it off to UC. UC drives, puts it up, gets it up and in.
UC is showing that he is ready to take on the mantle of being that star for the Bullpups. They lost Reynard Humamoy after graduating, and they are looking at UC as the next guy up. And so far, he is showing up here in this ballgame.
And he really impressed in that Final Four as well. So that's going to be a thing that the coaches will try to extract from him.
You see here UC getting that handoff, getting that space. Strong, hard attack on the right. Enough for UC to get that layup. And NU Bullpups now up by 3.
4 points in the game now for UC as NU with another possession here. The Bullpups are running. Akoe gets it up but can't get it to go.
Sorry, miss for Collins. You see his frustration. He knows that that is an easy shot. Just had the wrong spin that last play.
VJ Pre misses the three-pointer, and Akoe gets the rebound but trickles out of bounds, so that'll be FEU's ball.
Relatively slower second quarter. We're having 8-7 in favor of NU. First quarter, very quick, a lot of fast breaks, a lot of running, a lot of three-point shooting. But after the adjustment of the coaches, a lot more defense is being played here in the second quarter.
Now, Coach, how important are these adjustments going to be as we head into the latter stages of this game?
It's going to be very important for these two teams because this is a youth basketball. There's a lot of talents, a lot of running. So as a coach, you have to be able to locate who are the guys who can create, who are the guys, and what are the tendencies of all the offenses. And that is why it's so hard to being a high school coach, because there's so much talent and speed. You see here another fast break by FEU, and you have to be able to locate that right away.
Da'a stepping on the brakes and making it a 1-point lead for FEU. Take a look at this replay, Coach.
And another fast break for FEU. Quick read by Da'a. He saw the ball coming the side of FEU. Goes for a quick leak out, gets that fast break.
We will take a timeout here. NU still up by 1. Back in the ball game here, the NU Bullpups are up 27-26 against the FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraws. And FEU here, Coach, stepping on the gas and putting on that, like to what you were mentioning earlier, the speed and quickness advantage that they have against this NU team.
Very versatile team, very athletic team. FEU trying to put on the gas, get a few fast break points. When we're talking about fast break points, it's still on the side of NU, but it's a very close, fast game here.
Just a 1-point lead here for the Bullpups. They've made some substitutions. Shot on the inside, no good, but they collect the offensive rebound. Shot from way downtown was no good, but another offensive board for NU, and it leads to a basket here for the Bullpups.
That is already 10 second chance points for NU in today's ball game. They have been staying active, and that's another good block coming from Collins.
NU with momentum. They have a 3-point lead. And an offensive foul called on 𝔑𝔞𝔰𝔰.
And that is something that they have to adjust on early in the high school. The communication between the screener and the ball handler. But just a little adjustment from FEU, and I'm sure that the next play will be better.
Teams will talk it out, and we will see more action just like this. Coach, break down this play.
You know, a lot of inside basket has been going the side of FEU. 𝔑𝔞𝔰 really trying to use that size to his advantage, and that will extend the lead 29-26 in favor of FEU.
We're back in the ball game here. The FEU Bullpups have a 3-point lead against the FEU Baby Tamaraws, 29-26. Just about 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. VJ Pre has to give it up. Ball right back into the hands of Pre. Can't get the shot to go. 𝔐𝔬𝔫 skies in for the rebound. And Roma with it. Gives it up. Baraka passes it over. Here's UC. UC with 4 seconds to shoot. And FEU has to get something up. 𝔐𝔬𝔫 gets it off in time.
The way 𝔐𝔬𝔫 is moving, it's hard to believe he is only in grade 11. You see here, able to operate, knows how to control his body, knows how to use that height. A very, very bright future ahead for 𝔐𝔬𝔫.
Well, he has been showing moves and maturity that a player of his age you don't see very often, Coach.
Yeah. You know, usually guys this big at this age is still learning how to move on the post, trying to get their footing on the court. But 𝔐𝔬𝔫 is already very mature, as you were saying, already knows how to move inside a court. And a very exciting times ahead for him.
Ball is loose on the floor. 3 bodies battling for it, and a jump ball is called. And possession will point to FEU.
So far, the hustle, the defense, the intensity of FEU is giving them extra possessions. They've been forcing turnovers. They've been forcing misses. And so far, Coach Kevin De Castro and the rest of the staff seems happy with the way the end of the second quarter is going.
That was maybe the 5th or 6th time today I've seen the guys grabbing for a loose ball, and just the strength of both of them. No one wanting to let go, Coach.
That is high school basketball for you. Hustle will really be something for you to be proving to your coach. I deserve some minutes. And everybody really showing up. And now, Baraka also showing up in the scoring column.
Well, that is the first 3 for Prince Baraka. Check it out here, Coach.
Good baseline cut coming from him. A staggered screen, opening him up. And that corner 3 will be extending the lead to 7. And the ball will return to the Bullpups.
Ball on FEU's side. They have now a 7-point lead against the defending champions. They go inside to 𝔐𝔬𝔫.
I think it's going to be a hold. Trying to front 𝔐𝔬𝔫 now, trying to deny him that basketball. But FEU really feeding 𝔐𝔬𝔫 that basketball. They want him on the post. They want to take advantage of the mismatch. Let's see how Coach Alan Albano will adjust.
Substitutions here for FEU before this play begins. Burgos has now checked in for the Baby Tamaraws.
The last field goal converted by number 20, Prince Baraka, was a 3-point basket. Official score 26 for the FEU Baby Tamaraws and 34 for the
So just some clearance. The shot by Baraka was counted as a 3-pointer. So our official score at 34-26 as play resumes. Baraka finding UC inside to 𝔐𝔬𝔫, and a foul. Nope, it's going to be a travel.
Better adjustment. coming from FEU. They're trying to push out 𝔐𝔬𝔪 as far as possible. And that may be the best game plan because every time he's close to the basket, he just knows how to execute and get those shots off.
FEU down here by 8, looking to buy some momentum. VJ Pre hands it over. 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢. Little give and go here from the Baby Tamaraws, but they turn it over. Roma now with the ball for NU. UC tried to get it on the inside, but that length again of FEU being trouble here for NU.
Good recovery coming from FEU. After that turnover, everybody sprinted down, wanting to get that ball back. And as you were saying, that length got them an extra chance here.
There'll be some time for these teams to talk things out as NU with a 34-26 lead will take a break. Well, NU with an 8-point lead here with under a minute to go in the second quarter. And they have really been on it in the second quarter, Coach. A 15-9 advantage for NU. What have they been doing to have the lead and grow this lead here in the second quarter?
You know, the physicality, the defensive adjustments going the side of NU, just slowing down FEU to only, 11 points now in the second quarter. But everything going the side of NU this quarter, so they want to finish off the quarter as good as possible. Another timeout coming here.
Back in the ball game here. 34-28 is our score. NU with a 6-point lead against the FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraws. And as mentioned by our teammate Jaime Escalon off air, no Kirby Moncopas in this game for FEU, and that's a big part, Coach, of the offense from the Baby Tamaraws. Just gone.
Definitely, they're looking for that go-to guy, but he is on the bench. He is here in the venue, so probably just might have a reason for him not playing today. But this is going to be a long season, the first of 14 games, maybe even the final 4. So I'm sure that he'll be having a lot more. Just a little push from 𝔐𝔬𝔪 there, getting space for the offensive rebound, offensive foul on 𝔐𝔬𝔪.
I'm excited for the time that 𝔐𝔬𝔪 does get a dunk that's counted, because that's the second time that he's had a dunk and it hasn't counted.
And he really wants to get that energy for NU. You see his teammates ready to jump, ready to stand up. So you see Kirby here, just sitting behind the bench. But it's good to see that he is here. He is in an FEU jacket, probably just needing some time before we see him on the court.
His squad down by 6 here, looking to end the quarter strong before we head into the halftime break. VJ Pre loses it, but it's now in the hands of Da'a. Da'a with 3 seconds to shoot, and FEU sloppy play, turning it over.
Not the way you want to end the second quarter. That was an opportunity for them to get a shot up. But the ball will slip out of the hands of FEU. There's still 2.4, a lot of basketball time for you to get a good play.
Coach Alan Albano will make some substitutions now for FEU in the final 2.4 of the second quarter. And possession here for NU. A final shot at the buzzer for them. Here's 𝔐𝔬𝔪, pulls up for a 3, and that'll be no good. And that brings us to the end of the second quarter.
15-11 in favor of NU in the second quarter. Better adjustment on the defensive end. Slower second quarter for us. If there's one guy really trying to do everything, it's this guy, number 21, Makmak Alfanta. Of course, FEU also trying to stay intact here. But if you're just looking at the game, feels like NU is in control of the ball game, but somehow FEU finds answers, finds a way to just stay in step. 6 points is very manageable coming to the halftime.
Well, to your point, Coach, it feels like NU has a bigger lead than they do. So we'll see how FEU tries to capitalize in the third. Second half coming for you when we return. We're here at halftime where the FEU Baby Tamaraws are down at 28-34 against the NU Bullpups, who have a 6-point lead here after the first 2 quarters of play. And Coach, NU was just rampant in that second quarter, but what stands out for you here from our halftime stats?
We're really controlling the inside, 26 points for NU, and a lot of points of those coming from the fast break, 13 points off turnovers, and also the efficiency, 44% for NU. But when you look at the numbers, it doesn't tell the whole story. Looks like NU is fully in control, but FEU has been able to run, has been able to make their outside shots, and of course, a lot of talent for FEU. That's why they are still in the hunt in this ballgame.
Well, 9 players have scored here for the Baby Tamaraws. Leading the way is 𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔰 and 𝔍𝔞𝔫𝔦𝔰 have 7 and 5. And to your point, Coach, FEU just trying their best to stay in this game against this NU team.
You know, 𝔐𝔞𝔫𝔦𝔰 has just been able to control the inside as well as Alfanta, 2 guys who have really been trying to control the inside game to really be able to operate on that size advantage. But FEU has been adjusting. Coach Alan, of course, one of the better defensive coaches here, trying to maximize on that length and versatility of their big men, getting some taps, getting some turnovers from 𝔐𝔞𝔫𝔦𝔰, getting a few fast break points as well. You see the scorers here, 𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔰 with 7, 𝔐𝔬𝔫𝔦𝔰 with 5, 𝔬𝔬𝔦𝔰 with 3. And on the other side, 2 guys, really most of their points coming from the inside, 𝔐𝔞𝔫𝔦 and Alfanta relatively with 8 and 7, and Baraka coming from the outside with 5.
Well, still a lot of time for FEU to mount a comeback. And this is the third quarter is where teams will always mount a run. Doesn't matter if you're the team down or if you're the team leading. What's so different about the third quarter, Coach, that gets these teams rolling?
You know, it's the quarter that will give you enough rhythm and control of the pace coming into the final quarter. That's why the third quarter is very important. You see teams like the Golden State Warriors in the NBA coming to the third quarter. They really put on a different level. And here in the high school program, the third quarter is just as important. And with 2 teams playing the same way that the Bullpups and FEU are, I'm sure this third quarter will be very physical.
We'll see which team gets the jump on the other here in the third, as we enter the third with a possession here for FEU. Here's Miranda with the ball in his hands. Gordon directing traffic, hands it off here. They go inside to VJ Pre. Pre having trouble making his move. They kick it out. 5 seconds to shoot here for FEU. Salangsang drives, tried to get it to Gordon. And that's going to be a turnover for FEU.
It's a little too deep for Salangsang on that drive. Not too much space to operate. But that is the attacks you want if you are FEU. Better attacking lanes for the FEU team.
Roma now with the ball here for NU. Now it's Baraka. Baraka hands it off. Floater in the lane. No good that time for the Bullpups, and FEU will run. DJ Pre thought about the drive. Will kick it out to Da'a. Now to Gordon. Passing on the inside. Oh, nice cut to the lane there by Miranda.
Good movement off ball for FEU. The guys without the basketball continuing to move. Ooh, but VJ Pre just accidentally put that ball in.
Oh, not the basket you want to be putting your baskets through. If you're VJ Pre, you check out the replay here, Coach.
See here. That's going to be a miss. VJ Pre trying to tap it out. Accidentally taps it in. Just an accident from VJ Pre. But, you know, as a coach, you still want that kind of an energy coming from your bigs. So, it doesn't always happen that you accidentally tap that ball inside.
So that basket will count for NU. On the other end, though, Salangsang is at the line to shoot some free throws for the Baby Tamaraws.
One guy who got a 3 early on, but NU already closing out. So much respect for Salangsang right away after just making 1 3. That is the way that this game will be played. You make a basket, you are a talent, we respect you. Some guy has to step up right away. That is juniors basketball for you. Not one single talent can do everything.
And we've seen that time and time again, Coach, where one player, you don't expect him to hit a 3. He hits a 3, you're saying, no, I'll close you off, but not give too much pressure. Then they start to roll and shoot 4 straight 3-pointers.
You know, one difference in the high school programs is that next man up mentality, because of every energy that is given by these players. Someone has to be ready because it's so easy to get tired in this kind of a basketball game.
Only a 3-point lead now for NU. And you get a foul underneath.
See the adjustment of FEU there. They're trying to front 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢. They're trying to deny him that basketball. You saw this strong drive here. That floater has been working the way of FEU. That's a good drive by Miranda, the son of seniors head coach ☍𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 Miranda.
Possession here now for the Bullpups. They have a 3-point lead. Oh, nice drive to the lane there.
Perfect execution coming from NU. Went for that elevator screen. Defender got trapped. Gave him a wide open driving lane.
Raka now with 9 points to lead this NU team. Daa has that 3-pointer offline. And Reroma now with the ball. They're looking for the inside. 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢 has that ball stripped. But that'll stay with NU.
FEU has been doing a good job defending close to the floor. They know that 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢 would always have the advantage as long as he gets the ball up top. So they try to defend him as low as possible. And so far, they have been doing a good job from the second and the third quarter.
𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢 still with 8 points here, looking to add to it in this quarter. And he does. Now he's up to a double-double.
That's what you don't want. Whenever he gets that ball up, there is an advantage for 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢.
Gordon throws it inside. Daa making his move. Daa has that ball stripped, but it'll stay with FEU with 9 seconds on the shot clock. I see Coach ☍𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 Miranda in attendance. Full support for the young gun.
Full management is here. Management is here. The heads are here. So the women's, the men's, and the boys' head coaches are all here. That is the type of sports program FEU has. Everybody will support everybody. And what a beauty to watch, to have everybody here.
So safe to say that, well, it's a Tuesday, so everyone came out to support here.
You know, it's not the full year that the UAAP is going, so they just want to enjoy every moment. It's not always work. Sometimes you just have to be a fan. Probably some of the coaches are just supporting here.
Miranda with a spin around jumper right in front of his dad and gets that one to drop.
His dad was always one of the best post guards there are, and it looks like that is something he gave his son. What a move by Miranda.
Oh, but right back on the other end, Collins 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢 with an and-one opportunity for NU.
Too long, too strong, too good. Triple team on 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢. No problem. Finds a way to operate. Gets the basket and the foul. Has a chance to extend the lead to 8.
Well, 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢 has really been valuable here for NU. Took the hit, put it up, and banks it home.
Sometimes you just can't do anything more. There was a guy behind him. They were fronting 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢, trying to deny him that basketball. But this guy is not just size. This guy is not just length. This guy is a talent, and I'm sure a future star in the UAAP.
12 points and 10 rebounds for 𝔐𝔠𝔞𝔪𝔢, and NU gets an offensive board. Shot in the lane, missed by the Bullpups. Another opportunity, and none other than Macmac Alfanta
And now Alfanta will be having a good space because 2 or 3 guys are trying to defend 𝔐𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬
Alfanta now up to 9 points as well for NU. Miranda using that screen. Miranda gives it up. Cabonillas fires for 3, no go. 𝔐𝔬𝔬 with the rebound.
A struggle for FEU coming from the outside. After 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, they have not been able to make one. Now 3 of 15.
Scramble for the ball. FEU will run. 𝔖𝔬𝔬 challenge at the rim by Alfanta, and that's going to be a foul on Mac Alfanta.
Strong physical matchup coming from 𝔖𝔬 and Alfanta. 2 ready-made bodies. You watch here again, strong hard attack coming from 𝔖𝔬. Alfanta wanting to not make anything easy here. Good foul for NU to force 2 free throws for 𝔖𝔬.
Well, 𝔖𝔬 was well aware of the physicality that he was going to be met at the rim, and took it hard, drew the foul, and he's awarded with free throws. 𝔖𝔬, though, unable to make the most out of his trip to the line, goes 0 for 2. NU still with a 9-point lead. Alfanta puts it up, floater in the lane. He now gets fouled and will shoot free throws.
Alfanta has been playing terrific in today's ball game. The recipient of all the defenders trying to negate 𝔐𝔬𝔬 that basketball, but Alfanta here in this ball game, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals in his name, and doing it all in 12 minutes. Very efficient, quality game for Alfanta.
Doing a lot of the dirty work here for NU. It's given them a comfortable cushion here. Alfanta goes 1 for 2 and puts this lead back up to double digits. Miranda gets it to Gordon. Back out to Miranda. Off the screen from Cabonillas. Miranda with a step back 3. That's no good. 𝔐𝔬𝔬 with a rebound. Collins with 13 rebounds in this game. Pass on the inside, and that is good for NU. That's Migs Palanca who gets it in.
Size to NU's advantage, trying to go twin towers here. Palanca at least 6'6" as well.
Floater no good by Miranda, and 𝔐𝔬𝔬 grabs another rebound. Baraka is bringing it down. Alfanta looking for his teammates. Gets it to Collins. NU working the ball around. They put it up. Palanca can't get it to go. Possession now with FEU.
FEU will be utilizing a zone there, working on their way. Good stop coming from FEU.
Cabonillas to Gordon. Gordon with the jumper. That's offline. Cabonillas trying to grab it. That's going to be NU's ball.
Gordon, not really a guy that seems to be taking a lot of shots here. More for defensive purposes, and also a great passer. Actually, very silent 3 assists for Omar Gordon. That is his first shot attempt of the game.
47-35 is our score here. A 12-point lead for the Bullpups. Pass inside to Palanca. That might have gotten blocked. FEU with the ball. Miranda gets it to Gordon. Gordon hand over to Miller. Ball right back in the hands of Miranda. Miranda finding Cabonillas. He fakes lefty-handed spin around jumper is no good, but there's a foul.
Better execution coming from FEU. All 5 guys getting a touch of that basketball, trying to be a threat. So far, only 7 points for FEU here in the third quarter. Relatively slower to how they played the first quarter. And they have to be able to go back to that running game, because that has given them a lot of good, easy baskets.
And Coach, how much is that FEU being unable to connect on their plays, or NU ramping up the defense here in the third quarter?
It's a little bit of both. NU really trying to be physical. They have the advantage in terms of strength. Versatility goes the side of FEU. So it's going the side of NU because they're trying to push out FEU, trying to make them shoot more outside shots. And it has not been working because FEU from the second and the third quarter are struggling in making that three-point shot.
Lead now to 10 for the Bullpups. They go to Figueroa, now handoff to UC. UC drives, lefty-handed scoop lay-in, no? Bonillas with a rebound. FEU pushing. And a foul by Yusuf.
That's a physicality being played by NU, just a little too physical on that last possession. Good thing the guards of FEU are really in control of that ball.
Now Roma will check back into the game. So the foul earlier will send 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔦𝔰 to the free throw line now, shooting his first freebies of the day.
FEU slowly but surely making the right decisions the past few possessions. Now they're able to cut the lead to single digits here.
Off of those free throws from 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔦𝔰, it's now down to an 8-point lead for NU. And they turn the ball over. A great defense that time by the Baby Camaraos.
Defense will always be something that FEU will be focusing on. You see the energy of the coaches on the defensive end. It's rubbing off on the players. That's a good stop. See Coach Britt Riroma, one of the trusted assistants, and maybe the father also of Sid Riroma. Actually, the way Riroma plays, the way his dad played, very physical. Also one of the stable point guards there were back in his day. So the one thing I'm very proud of is that these kids are really using their genetics to their advantage. Not just the physicals, but also the games. The good things about the games of their dads are also rubbing off on them. Now, we were talking about the second generation of FEU, but NU also a second generation team.
Well, as we have been alluding to, it is in the blood. And Palanca gets a block there on Mecca. And FEU will try to reset.
I like the way Miller handles that basketball. Low to the ground, very in control of that basketball. Something you want to see from your point guard. Gives you less turnovers because you are in control of that ball. Miller is so far a good point guard here for FEU.
Well, Miller is now at the free throw line, shooting his first free throws of the game. Only 2 points so far in 4 minutes of play.
Dre Miller might only have 3 points in the ball game, but he is +4 every time he is on the court. And that is why Coach Alan Albano will try to utilize him more here in the third.
Well, don't look now, Coach. It's now only a 6-point lead for NU. They led by as many as 12, and FEU has managed to cut that in half here in the third quarter.
FEU has been playing better defense here. They're trying to close down better. They are actually helping out on that inside.
A good run there for NU, just couldn't connect. And what a save from Colin Zakowe.
Well, the ball will return the side of NU. Is that correct? Let's see here.
Yeah, but that was that drive. Zakowe managed to get it off of the FEU team, and now possession here for NU. Palanca gets the offensive rebound and a freebie there.
50-50 ball, 50-50 ball going the side of Palanca. That's good boxing out coming from FEU. But the ball was loose and ended up in Palanca's hands.
Palanca now with 4 points in the game. Bonillas drives, reverse, no good. Akowe with another rebound. Ball in the hands now of Sid 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐. 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐 drives, gets blocked. But there's going to be a foul called on 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐.
Really good matchup here. 𝔐𝔐𝔐 versus Miller. Speed versus strength. Stability versus stability. The future of these teams are really bright. And 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐 really has been able to use that body properly. Something we don't see in the high school ranks. But 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐, having Coach Britt as his dad, having NU as his school. Let's see his dad right away there. Now, sometimes it's very hard for you to be a coaching dad because you don't know if you want to be proud as a dad or you want to get mad as a coach. And but you know, I'm sure he's very proud as well of his son here playing well for the Bullpups.
Well, luckily for 𝔬𝔐𝔬𝔬𝔬 Miranda, his dad is on the seniors now, so so at least there's that some gap. But unfortunately for him, Coach 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 now has some free time to watch all of his games.
Coach 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 only a dad today. Oh, there's a charge call there.
Offensive foul called on 𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. They go back inside to Collins. 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐 making his move, barreling his way again. No, UC gets the loose ball and gets it up and in.
You have to commend the other players of NU. Every time 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐 is missing, because there is a double or triple team, they are ready to go for that offensive rebound, and they've gotten 6 points off of that here in the third.
Final 30 of play here in the third quarter. FEU turns it over and a foul called on Dwayne Miranda.
𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐 a little beat up here. He is getting tired with all of the physicality that is being played by FEU. Trying to push him out, trying to foul him down low. But they also have to commend 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐 for really standing his ground here in this ball game. See his numbers here: 12 points, 16 rebounds, 2 blocks. And we are only in the third quarter.
I'm sure the coaching staff of NU briefed Collins about just the physicality here. And he definitely looks ready for it. But like you mentioned, Coach, there is so much physicality coming his way with just how dominant he's been playing here.
You know, he is playing in the Philippines, one of the more physical countries there are. He's playing in the UAAP, one of the more physical leagues there are. And he is going up against FEU. So everything just piling up, yet he is still playing terrifically here in today's ball game, proving to everybody that he is a UAAP talent here.
And tingin ko yan yung definition ng thrown into the fire.
Yes.
FEU now with the ball. A shot clock turned off for them. Ball in the hands of 𝔐𝔫𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. Da'a gets his way to the lane, kicks it out, and a foul is called, which will mean free throws on the way for FEU.
Free throws keeping FEU alive here. A lot more free throws for them. So it kept them alive, cut the lead to 6 with all of their attacks. Yet the return of Collins 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐 was just too much for FEU to make a full comeback. But we still have 10 minutes of play in the fourth quarter, so a lot of adjustment has to come from Coach Alan Albano.
A 14-point lead for NU, their biggest lead of the game here. After those free throws from 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐. 𝔐𝔫𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 at the line for FEU, goes 0 for 2. Another rebound to Collins. Here's 𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐𝔐. They find UC. UC puts it up, but will not get it off in time, and that will be the end of the third quarter.
And you able to get back that 14-point lead. FEU cut it all the way to 6 with their aggressiveness and their free throws, but good answer coming from Coach Kevin De Castro and the rest of the NU squad for them to be able to have that 14-point lead.
That 21-13 advantage here for NU. What happened here, Coach, in the third quarter that really worked NU's way and was able and able to get them this lead.
And you're able to start off well here in the third quarter, but FEU trying to go post, trying to attack harder. Their aggressiveness gave them a lot of fouls, but the length and strength of NU will be too much here. They'll be having a 14-point lead to end the third quarter.
Fourth and final quarter of play here between the FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraws and the NU Nazareth School Bullpups. It's been an up and down game for these teams, but in that third quarter, Coach, NU just pulled away. What's the story that the quarter scoring tells you?
The last 3 minutes, NU decided to go big, try to put inside, put Collins back in the ball game, and that size is too much for FEU. That's why they were able to return to a 14-point lead. You know, FEU is a very tough team, very physical, very athletic, but it's just so hard to defend because Collins has been able to really control the inside of the whole ball game.
Now in the final 9:40 of this game, if you're FEU coach, what do you do to try and get back and get your momentum going?
One thing they have to do is stretch out the floor. They were able to make a lot of baskets from the outside in the first quarter, but after that, it's been a real struggle. But if they can stretch out the floor, eventually they'll be having a lot more easy baskets on the inside.
NU now with the ball. Collins Akoe continues the onslaught here. 15 points to go along with 17 boards.
All the coaching staff can do is pray because the game plan is on point. Double Akoe, put in everybody there, push him out as far as possible. But Akoe is just too good in this ball game.
There have been numerous yellow bodies on him as Dab gets the shot in there for FEU. And right back, NU answering. Back and forth we go. BJ Pre on the other end, no. NU with the board.
No need to rush for FEU here. There's still a lot of time, a lot of learnings for FEU. This is the first ball game, so adjustment has to be on point here. Get your confidence and eventually be able to make a mini comeback.
But Roma couldn't get the floater in the lane. FEU with a rebound here is 𝔬𝔐 Miranda. De Guzman hands it off. Salangsang drives right back to his teammate, and De Guzman couldn't get it to fall, and that'll be a foul now. Substitutions here for NU. You have a 16-point lead here against the Baby Tamaraws.
Baraka will be coming back inside the ball game.
BJ Pre can get that shot to go, and a miscommunication there from the Baby Tamaraws. Baraka will run. Baraka will lay it up and in with the left.
Baraka, third guy in double digits here for NU. 11 points. Very silent 11 points for Baraka. Not a lot of dribbles, but he is actually one guy who continues to move without that basketball, can make the three, can make the drives, can get to the cuts. A good guy, a perfect example on how to move without that basketball is Baraka.
Oh, but NU, that time a little bit too hot on the pass, and that's going to lead to a turnover.
See here, look at Baraka, attacking hard, leaking out. He's been able to attack right, but in that last play, I can also use my left. Good fast break from Baraka, 61-43 in favor of the Bullpups.
Let's take a timeout here. The fans from the FEU Diliman squad is out here, and the fans of every team all out in attendance here at the Amoranto Sports Complex, and they're getting treated to some quality basketball here to open up the season 86 UAAP Juniors Division. NU now with an 18-point lead against FEU. The Baby Tamaraws just just struggling here in the game, but maybe that three by Salangsang gets things going for them.
Exactly what they needed here. The shooting of FEU gave them an edge in the first quarter, led by that guy, Salangsang. And terrific defense coming from Salangsang. Reading perfectly where UC was going. Let's look at that offense first. Salangsang off the handoff. Getting that 3 off the wing. And on the next play, Salangsang getting a charge off UC. Ball will return for FEU.
Salangsang, you saw the energy in his eyes when the referees called the charge on NU.
They need that heart, the extra hustle coming from Salangsang will give them an extra edge in the last 6 and 54. And who knows if that heart will be enough.
Here is that charge drawn by Salangsang.
No question after that is an obvious charge from UC. Salangsang really sacrificing that body for that charge.
Salangsang now with 7 points in the ball game for FEU. He dishes it out to his teammate. De Guzman can't get that one to fall. NU will push it up court. UC will wait for his teammates. And Roma has it. UC inside to Akowe. Akowe trying to draw the foul. But instead, it'll be an out of bounds, but it'll stay with NU.
Really are trying to feed Akowe that basketball as much as possible. See the sportsmanship coming from the FEU staff in Akowe. Just a few laps. Maybe saying, easy ka lang, bro. We have done everything, yet you still are able to score coming from the staff of FEU.
Ilagay na nga namin yung 5 players namin sa'yo eh. Hindi ka pa rin namin matigilan.
Look here, there's 3 guys on Akowe. Yet he was still able to make an attempt here.
Well, that time, one of his teammates was on the floor. Maybe it takes 6 guys to stop Collins Akowe as NU has another possession. UC can't get that lay-in to drop, and Gordon trying to save it, but it'll stay with NU.
You gotta commend NU here. They have the lead. They have a 15-point lead, yet they continue to dive for basketballs. That is the heart we have here in the UAAP juniors level.
They don't want to give any easy baskets despite this lead. And the officials are asking for the court to be clean to make sure everything is safe for our teams. And play will resume here. NU has 17 on the shot clock. Roma drives, spins, puts it up off the bank.
Once again, using that body perfectly is Roma. Good bump, gets enough space, and will go for the floater. Really knows how to operate on that body of his.
Gordon kicks it out. Cabonillas fires, will not drop. And NU with the board. It's a 17-point lead here for the Bullpups. An 8-5 advantage here in the 4th quarter. And 3-second call.
You see here, look at how Roma uses his body. That bump on the baseline and eventually goes to the left side, his strong side. This is not the first we've seen him use that body. 6 of his points here, all from strong attacks coming from Roma and really making a change for the Bullpups here.
Well, like you mentioned, Coach, the size of these players are on a completely different level to what we are usually used to in the juniors division.
And I'm actually just looking at these kids. I'm trying to imagine how would I have been able to play with these sizes. I was not the tallest of point guards back then, but these guys are really not just tall, they're also strong. And these kids just really wants to go far in their basketball careers.
I think you could keep up very well with them, Coach. I really believe so. A foul called on the other end. It's going to go on Trey Miller. As UC hits the deck there.
Shaken up is Roma. Once again, trying to get the bump there, but got off balance. Nothing intentional coming from Dre.
Good contest, but a hard foul will lead to free throws here for 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢, shooting his third and fourth free throws of the day.
And Roma, 7 points, 3 assists in this ball game. 25 minutes of play, really becoming that main point guard of NU for the future. Kinda reddish on his nose and eyes area. Seems to have been hit there. I think will he be rested here? No, play will continue for the Roma.
Coaches are more familiar with him than we are, so baka alam nila na wala lang yan. Wala lang yan kay 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢.
Brush off lang yan. You see his body, you see the way he played, very physical. So baka normal sighting na sa kanila yung mahulog-hulog itong 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢.
Baka natamaan na siya sa practice. Tapos now this is just little light work.
Yeah.
Light work.
Just brush it off and he's gonna be okay.
This NU team, besides 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢, has shown a lot of grit and has taken advantage of the size and physicality and athleticism that they have, and it's led to buckets like that for Mac Alfanta, who now has 12 points in the game here, Coach.
Collins Akoe showing that he's not just a scorer, sees his cutter in Alfanta, and what a beautiful pass coming from Collins. Just everything working the way of NU here.
20-point lead here for the Bullpups. We'll take a break. Play continues here, and the NU Bullpups have taken full control now in the game. A 20-point lead here for NU as they get another steal.
NU just doing everything right here in the fourth quarter, 11-5 in favor of NU. Once again, they have only limited FEU to 18 points the entirety of the second half, and that is the NU defense they are providing here.
And if you're FEU, this is not the type of start you want to have to the season, especially off of a championship campaign a season ago.
A little adjustment coming from FEU here. Mongkopa is out, and also a graduating Pasaol. So still an adjustment on who is the next guy up. We've seen some potentials for FEU. Miranda has 9. Daa has been showing up as well. Even Miller has been able to do a lot of the work here. But just the game of NU in today's ball game, there's been too much. That inside points for NU. 54 points inside the paint compared to only 18 for FEU.
Well, a big discrepancy in that area, Coach. And it's worked NU's way here in the second half. Ball in the hands now of FEU. Gordon kicks it out. Miranda loses the ball. Gordon with a turnaround jumper as he kisses it off the glass.
I like the way Omar Gordon is playing. He's not a guy who's looking for his shots. He's always been looking for his teammates and also putting in an extra hustle. He was able to find Miranda on an open play there.
Oh, a three-pointer drops there for Salangsang. He's slow to get up, though.
I think he's cramping up, holding on to that calf.
17-point lead for NU. Salangsang still down on the other end. Alfanta can get that three to drop, and it's FEU with the ball, and the referees will now call a timeout here.
So
as
it's going to be cramping up here, Salangsang. You know, people has to realize that these are kids. Their bodies are not yet fully developed, as we see this fadeaway by Omar Gordon. And on the next play, that three-point shot by Salangsang on the landing felt that cramps right away. Again, as I was saying, these are kids. Their body's not yet fully developed. Still an adjustment for them. So cramps are going to be normal. In the first game, we saw Bruce Tubong-Banwa with a cramp, also for UPIS. So these are kids, and cramps are going to be normal. It's nothing serious for them.
And to your point, Tubong Banwa in that first game of the day was unable to return as well.
So I actually asked him how he was feeling and said, Kuya, hindi ko umagalaw, grabe po cramp. So I was really tired, but first game of the UAAP, so probably also some jitters. Once again, we have to remind everybody that these are not pro players, these are not collegiate players, these are high school basketball players. Do not be fooled with the way they're playing. Magagaling lang po talaga itong mga to, but they're still kids in their own ways.
NU now with a 17-point lead as we wind down the clock here in the game. VJ Pre will lead the fast break charge for FEU, and he draws the foul on Baraka. And that's going to mean some shots along the way here for VJ Pre.
Very quiet game for VJ Pre. Only 2 points for him. One of the guys that has been talked about entering this season is VJ Pre. Able to do a lot of things for FEU. Also with 8 rebounds here, even 5 offensive rebounds. But in terms of scoring, very quiet game for VJ. But this is the first game of the season, so I'm sure this is only good things are about to come for VJ.
Coach, you've seen the talent up and down the floor for both of these squads. How impressed have you been with these boys and the level that they're playing at to start off the season?
I am very impressed with the way these guys are playing on all aspects. Talent, number 1. Number 2, IQ. Number 3, physicality. Everything is on point. Just the system of NU will be working in their favor in the first game. But you cannot count out the talent of FEU. So much potential from each individual. I was talking to one of their staffs. Only 2 or 3 are graduating from this year. So once again, marami pa tayong aabangan dito sa FEU. And, you know, these are kids, yet they are playing like pros here.
And a long season ahead for them. And we'll have them for you each and every way here. Yeah, it's the first time that the juniors division will be covered like they are being covered this season. So really a lot to watch out for.
It's a good time because each and every year, the talent level of the Filipinos are getting better and better. You see Akoe here. See the replay, quick post. There was a hit on Akoe, an extension of the arm there, but still will be playing here.
Possession now here for FEU, looking to end this game strong. But Akoe saying, nope, still not letting go of this rim.
Akoe sending that basketball from Amoranto to Diliman. Different sides of Quezon City. That is how far that block was.
Well, Collins Akoe now with 3 blocks, really the anchor on the defensive end. He'll take a much-deserved rest here now.
Terrific numbers coming from Akoe. 17 points, 21 rebounds on his first game of the season.
Now we've seen a lot of impressive debuts. Collins Akoe, 21 rebounds like you mentioned, Coach. Just really been the anchor and also the catalyst for NU on offense and on defense.
Everything being done right by Collins Akoe here. We have to look at the 17 points, but on a very efficient clip, 50% for Collins here. Also 21 rebounds and 3 blocks, and that whole inside was just named Collins Akoe today.
Now, if you're FEU here, Coach, what do you look at as, say, a silver lining to this game? It was a tough matchup against NU. They knew that it was going to be a tough matchup, but what is your takeaway now for FEU as they head into their next game?
Oh, they have deep talent here, itong FEU. Everybody stepped up. Everybody is a threat here. No guy, only Liam Salangsang in double digits, but a lot of guys are able to contribute and produce here for FEU. A very deep lineup, has depth in terms of their rotation. It's just a matter of system here, and NU will be having that edge today.
UC is on the floor here for NU. He now is having a hard time getting up.
Seems a little shaken up here. He got hit. I assume that is called a Charlie horse. Never an easy one. See here. Oh, here, the drop pass coming from Roma. Getting a wide open Palanca on that inside. Couldn't see a replay on UC here, but no, he played a good game. One of the talked about names for NU, so relatively not yet the scoring we were expecting of him, but again, it's the first game of the season.
Still a long way to go for both of these teams. And as they always say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Ivor Napa will be going to the ball game here. He be related to Coach Jeff.
Well, Napa is making his debut now in this game. First few minutes of play here for him as NU will wind down the clock and take home the opening day victory here at the expense of the defending champion, FEU Baby Damarows.
Terrific game from NU here, really controlling on the inside. Biggest storyline is that point in the paint. 56 points for NU, plus 32, making the biggest change of the ballgame, of course, being led by 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 with 17 in this ballgame.
70-56 is our final score. And NU, like you have talked about here, Coach, being led by none other than 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢, who came out with more rebounds than he did points.
Too long, too strong, too good. 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 doing everything on the down low for NU, both on the offensive and the defensive end, getting the baskets whenever he's given that basketball, getting that rebound whenever that ball is loose, and also controlling that paint whenever someone tries to make an attempt against him. Well-deserved player of the game honors for 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 with 17 points, 21 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
It's going to be a tall task for anyone who has to guard 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 all throughout this season. And he's going to be a headache for all of the teams that need to double, triple, quadruple team on him.